Welcome to day 11 of the 21-day transformation challenge. So I really hope that you guys are being committed to this challenge, because you're not being committed to me or the ministry, but you're being committed to God. This is you telling God that you are tired of going around the mulberry bush of the dysfunctional patterns in your life. See lots of people throw in the towel about day 5, maybe day 6, because they just can't seem to find time in their life to pray, to write letters to God, and to read their word. And when we start to do this, we start to rebuild our life with Him, with Christ. And we start to be transformed from the inside out. Hence is why we call this a transformation challenge. So the word of the Lord had placed on my heart today to tell you all to rebuild. It is time to rebuild. As we've been reading the 1-year Bible, the Lord is reminding us through Nehemiah, who was placed in a position to rebuild Jerusalem. But before he started the rebuild, he had to inquire of the Lord. He asked the Lord for certain requests. And also he asked in that request, one of them was favor with man. And see, God granted Nehemiah's request, even though he faced opposition. He faced tons of opposition, even after God granted his requests. See, people will scoff and make fun of you, especially when you start telling them your plans of what you're doing with the Lord and how you're changing as a Christian. Sometimes, let me just say, starting today, you must not give the enemy your plans, because when you do, you give the enemy the information of what you're doing as you rebuild. So sometimes we just got to stay quiet. God will help you on your path as long as you start acknowledging Him in all your ways. Rebuild with the foundation that has already been laid. Come on, somebody. It is time to rebuild your life with Jesus at the center of it all. And when I had my encounter with Christ, I asked God to do a do-over in my life where I had to rebuild. When I started to rebuild, I started asking Him specific questions, and I started requesting specific prayers, even so much that He's answering one that I wrote in 2022. And I know that because the prayer was so specific. In today's challenge, I want you to write your letter in your time with God and ask Him how you rebuild. Ask Him what you want to see in your life, and remember to be detailed, because God is in the detailed. Be bold as you approach the throne of grace. Leave nothing out, because there's nothing too big for God. Last thing, if you've not signed up for this challenge, okay, y'all, I got caught up on the first video. So my last thing was, if you've not signed up for this 21-day challenge, and I've seen many people have responded and they've been following along and probably participating with us. If you want to continue to do this challenge with us, we would love to have you. Please sign up in our app just so we can send you a welcome note and let you know most of the participants receive a 1-year Bible from the ministry. And it's good because we're all on the app, and this is where we can encourage one another, and you can keep up with what communications we have throughout the ministry through this challenge. I'll leave the details below in the link description of this video. Y'all stay blessed. I'm so glad that you are all here. God is going to do amazing things in our lives as long as we continue to be in pursuit of Him and continue to go boldly to the throne of grace and just ask, and He will respond. You guys have an amazing day. I will see you all tomorrow for day 12. God bless.